Hi Aquarius, welcome. I'm going to pull your love reading today for the rest of December and the beginning of January next year. Let's see what comes out. This is for Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus in Aquarius. Let's take a look. What's going on? What's heating up? What or who's coming towards Aquarius placements in December, January? And love, please. The collective of Aquarius and love. High Priestess, could be Pisces. Somebody very quiet, introverted. Doesn't say much, but they're very magnetic. They know more than they say. High intuition, trust their instincts about people. They're very perceptive, a very good judge of character. What does Aquarius need to know about this person or this energy? Six of Swords. You've got a few cards here. Six of Swords, Ace of Cups, Ace of Wands, and the Death card. Well, you know what they say. After every ending comes a bright and beautiful new beginning. You're cutting something out and you're making way for something new. This could be you and your high intuition, trusting that what you see may not be realistic. It's almost like somebody attempts to pull the wool over your eyes, but you're just like nodding your head, shaking your head. Like, no, I know better. I know myself well enough. I know that that is a whole complete boatload of BS, and I'm expecting more from you. And if not, there's time for transformation and letting go. There's two cards of moving away and letting go. Transformation in love and in passion, in adventure and in emotions. An emotional new beginning and a new desire for something bigger, better, brighter. It can also be read, how I read, it could be an ultimatum, like you sense something's up. You may not have verified it, but underneath it all there's some type of shenanigans going on and you want clean, clear cut truth, and you're willing to let go of people, places and things in order to get this truth, what aligns with your heart, what aligns with where you're heading in life. The spark of intuition. It looks to me, Aquarius, like you're not putting up with any more bad behavior or just downright deceitful lies. Again, you've got a lot of cards coming out and your advice, guidance and clarity. You've got the Knight of Swords, Two of Pentacles, the Sun and the Eight of Swords. You don't feel guilty for making choices that are for your highest good. If that means being impulsive and adapting to change, this person or this place or this thing, I'm picking up it's a person. Could be Leo. You've also got fire and water here. If they can't adapt to the change of times, the sign of the times, and where you're heading in life, you're chasing your happiness, and you're not gonna get dragged down or dragged around, scragged by people who don't meet you where you're at or where you're going. You need somebody who's got your back and somebody who's going in the same direction as you. And you're not waiting. With the Knight of Swords, this is quick action forward. It's adaptability to change. It's moving. It's flowing with the change of the seasons, the change of the time. It's chasing your happiness and not getting bogged down by the heaviness of. It could be a conversation that turns heavy. It's like the same old, same old. It's like you're not going to repeat the same mistakes, or you're changing the record. There's transformation here. There's moving away into something more beautiful and more aligned with yourself. There's happiness here. Your person, or the decision that you've already made in your head, in your mind, you've already made this decision to move on. It's whether or not people can keep up with you, or whether they follow you and catch up to where you're going. Bottom of the deck is the Star. And that's hope, that's healing, that's looking forward to, that's following your North Star. It's following your happiness, following your heart. And 2 aces, this is a significant beginning. So with the Death card after them, you may be just tying up loose ends. And there is the Star card at the bottom of the deck, which brings a healing tonic. Sorry for my cat, he wants attention. I'm going to pull you some oracle cards, Aquarius. It looks very hopeful and good and positive, because you've got the Sun card here. It outshines any negative cards. Not to say that no hard work needs to be done, or that you will have an easy time with this transition, but it's saying that if you stick to your guns, everything's going to work out in your favour, especially with the Sun and the Star here. Hello, Mr. Monty Boy. You're invading Aquarius's reading. Just wanted to say hello, huh? Okay, off you go. Off you go. Closing messages for Aquarius, please. And I like how your major arcana's here. Like, you're in your own energy. You know where you're going. You know what you want. Everyone else just has to catch up. Because Aquarians are so forward-thinking. Sometimes society in general frowns upon people who think outside the box, but you're just going with the flow. You've picked up on some intuitive hit, intuitive download, and it just aligns with your purpose. What a beautiful reading. Closing messages for Aquarius, please. Thank you. Okay, Rising Star. Recognition, favourable outcome, joyful transformation. That card embodies your whole reading. Let me read that again. Rising Star. Recognition. The Sun. Favourable outcome. The Sun. And joyful transformation. That's the Ace of Wands to the Death card, transformation. Okay, let me read the rest of your oracle cards. You've got the Final Dance, last chance, all or nothing, not playing games anymore. And Nature Calls, ground yourself, connect with nature, take a breather. Yeah, if you get overwhelmed by the heaviness or the headiness of a certain, because I feel like you're going to have a conversation that may stress you out. Don't let it dim your light. And your last card is spiritual death, rebirth process, self-discovery, and dark night of the soul. That is your reading, Aquarius. I like it for you. Stay blessed. Keep your head up.